a lot of stuff, most of it I don't remember. I mean, I remember going, I remember coming back. Um, I wasn't afraid once I got there. Once I got there, I was fine. But the process of these monkey men taking me scared me to death. Sometimes I'd just say, okay, let's go. Sometimes I just scream my head off. And I guess at that age, most kids have that fear of, what if they don't bring me back? And I think that comes across in the poem I wrote. Fear that I won't be returned. You know, what happens if mom can't hear me scream? So, yeah, but once I got there, I was fine.
That's interesting because it reminds me weirdly. I don't know why this reminds me of this, but it reminds me of how people describe near-death experiences where they're scared until they're in this sort of void, at which point it's normal to them. And I find that very, very interesting.
So
The
do I.
correlation.
I put a email address in the back of Incident at Devil's Den, and I said, look, I'm not a therapist or anything, but if you'd like to share your experience, please email me. So I've got 2,000 emails plus since 2018. But I've had a good solid dozen people from the NDE community write to me and say, this was my experience. Can you see the parallels? And, you know, you just kind of named them. I see the parallels. I wonder about, you know, Bigfoot and ghosts and all the rest of this stuff, and feel that there's just some thread of commonality that runs through all of this.
Yeah,
So,
and for those of you listening who aren't following NDE near death experiences, there's a correlation where there's this fear as you're transitioning out, but then you wind up in this. Sometimes it's a void. People describe it differently. For the most part, I hear the term void a lot, and there's this feeling like it's just a normal place that they're familiar with, and they're not scared anymore. And that's why I brought that up, because there just seems to be a correlation between some of these abduction experiences, the way they feel, and near-death experiences. So